Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to another one of my Hearts of Iron 4 challenges. This one is different, it's not historical, and it is issued by another YouTuber. I have entered a little bit of a cooperation with the Spiffing Brit. You will find a link to his channel in the description. He is a grand strategy YouTuber like myself, and he also has a calm voice. So go check him out if you haven't already. And the cooperation goes like this. He issues a challenge for me and then I do one for him. He has a video on his channel where he explains exactly what he did for this challenge, but essentially he switched all the civilian factories in the world into military factories. I have to play as Qing, China, and beat Germany, which is going to be difficult because they're Germany. But let's see how it goes. Also, normally when I do these challenges, I first test my strategies. Not always. For example, in the USSR No Army challenge, I just went in and did it. On the other hand, with the Albania challenge, it was several hours of testing strategies before I started. Anyway, in this video, I am not allowed to test out strategies. I only have 3 attempts. So, let's start. Attempt number 1. I have 2 ideas for strategies. Let's see if the simplest one will work. I had to install the state transfer tool mod for the save to be compatible, but I'm not going to use it, of course. Anyway, we have tons of military factories, and I'm just going to produce infantry equipment in all of them. Look here, we have 137 factories. Oh, we actually have 2 civilian factories in use. Not sure how that happened, but they're all going to consumer goods anyway. The point is we can't construct anything. The Spiffing Brit also completed a lot of the focuses for me. Let's go with another one. Let's do mission to Germany, because we can get a nice general from that, and we're gonna need it. Germany is going to be our enemy. We do have 5 research slots. Let's research better infantry weapons. We're going to need a lot of that. Let's also go into the mass assault doctrine. And Germany is justifying a war goal against us. So, yeah, Germany owns everything. We own this bit. And they are much stronger than we are. Do we even have any army? We have 7 divisions. Okay, we're going to try and mass them with tons and tons of manpower. So let's just produce a lot of these guys. First priority is to take over Chinese territory down here, because that will give us tons and tons of manpower. Now, my alternative strategy for that will involve releasing some subjects, but we'll see if that is necessary at all. Maybe not. We have 4 generals. Fine. Let's organize the armies quickly. I'm going to make those armies with 1 unit each, so I can give them orders already, and then I can, just add more units to them. I don't think they're going to secure this very well, but I might as well add more units. We also do own a little bit of South America. Why not? Let's send people there as well. Not too many, though. Essentially, in the first attempt, I'm just going to try and crush Germany with my superior manpower, which will become superior as soon as I get some territory down here. I just did something very weird. You know what? Let's keep it. It looks professional. It looks as though I was planning this and I just dragged my thing around. Let's do it again. Now, if I were to justify a war goal on you, yes, I can do it quickly because they have a core state of mind. The creator of the challenge, Spiffing Brit, made it so they would attack me in a year and a bit. If I attack first, we might actually stand a better chance of a victory, because we will retake all the land here, get all the manpower. Not sure if that will work, but let's try it. Let's recruit the bandits. How many units did we get? Just 2. Now we need to deploy these as soon as possible. Okay, I think it's time to unpause the game. This is attempt number 1. We're going to attack them first, just like that, and hope to retake China quickly before they can fortify it, so that we'll get all the manpower and then swarm them with it. Make sure that new units get the highest priority. Train them up to the minimum required amount and deploy. On our way to South America as well. You know what? I don't want to focus. This was a mistake. See, Germany has a lot of troops, but I'm gonna have more. I'm not going to give them time to have enough to garrison the border, I hope. I'm gonna need some new generals and field marshals. Let's get an infantry expert first and foremost, and then we can get some generals. Just a reminder, I am playing this blind, in the meaning that I have not tested any strategies out. This is sort of live strategy testing. Our justification is ready. Are we good to proceed? I don't think so, but I think we'll be better off if we start now rather than wait. Everyone's activated, everyone's on aggressive. Let's declare war on Germany. The Germans will have an advantage of strength, but I should have the advantage of numbers because I have spammed lots of units that should theoretically be able to get between their guys. Also, let's make everyone super aggressive. We need this territory for manpower and this territory to capitulate them, because we just have to take a course. You guys, sprint for Berlin. The Germans are making gains and we are making gains. If we can get between their troops and fill the gaps in our front lines by producing new units quickly, then we have a chance. I need to spam more units, which is why we need mass assault, because it will let us deploy them less trained. So far so good. We did make some advancements in China, which is giving us essentially infinite manpower. I am essentially attempting a Zerg rush strategy on the Germans. The point of this is that wherever they can oppose us, they will win because our forces are very weak. But our border is so long that in most places we have troops and they don't. Actually, I should have gone with cavalry. Yes, that's a mistake on my part. I should have been going with cavalry all the bloody time. Infinite cavalry, please. I think rushing this is the only way to go, because Germany is so vastly superior to us. Getting them quickly is the only way we can actually get them. Unless we're clever about this, but so far we haven't really been clever about this. I've never had the game run so slowly in 1936. See, these guys are probably going to get cut off and have no supply and die. But we don't really care, we have millions of manpower. Now all we actually need to do is keep clicking deploy, and it should work out and defeat Germany. Expanding nicely. Let's deploy some more units. Okay, seems like my strategy has worked. See how nicely our borders are expanding in Germany. If this succeeds too easily, I'm going to try a different approach as well. By the way, I think it's time to deploy some units. All our gains mean nothing to the Germans because we haven't gotten to their core territories yet, but we should get there soon. Regardless of whether we keep making gains here or not, because the Germans seem to have finally formulated, good defense, we will deplete their manpower, and our own manpower is endless. Speaking of endless manpower, let's get some more manpower. We started taking German core territories, which means they're 10% towards capitulation, but they are now defending their territory. Still, not everywhere. Anti-Soviet pact. Anti-what? Now, I could be more thorough and, take everything here and so on, but as soon as we take Germany's core territories, it will not matter. Should I switch to better guns? Nah. Oh, see? If I waited for Germany to attack me, they would only be attacking me now. Some manual orders are bound to help in this situation. Are you guys getting through? Well, some of you are. And that might just be enough. Some more troops, maybe? You know what? I think that might be enough troops. Let's cancel them. See, this is red all across the board. They are winning all the battles. Almost all the battles, but it is enough for me to just win one every, once in a while, because we have essentially limitless resources. They are taking back some territory in Turkey. This could prove problematic. We don't really need to be concerned. Let's just focus on taking the land here. 18% towards capitulation. Still a long way to go. 24% towards capitulation. What is your manpower situation? Still pretty good, but they do have to increase their manpower laws all the time for this to work. Will taking Munich and Berlin be sufficient? What's the victory point value here? 50, and here... Okay, we just took Munich. Hamburg is ours as well. Almost there. Alright, let's storm Berlin. Try storming it. If you can succeed, that will end the war. And here it goes. Germany has capitulated, and this is the end of the war. So, yes, we could liberate a lot of things. We could satellite a lot of things. Or we could, yes, take all states. It's going to take a moment to process that. and turn. Okay then. There we go, we have defeated and annexed Germany. However, the Spiffing Brit did spend quite a lot of time crafting this challenge for me, and I just did rush through it. So I'm going to give it another go, and this time not attack before Germany is ready, because the original intention of the challenge was for me to be attacked by Germany after a year and a bit, which would give me time to prepare and them time to prepare. So I'm going to try this again, but this time I'm not allowed to declare war on them until their war goal on me is ready. So let's do that again and see if we only succeeded because of the rush strategy, or if it is repeatable if we wait. Now, obviously, when the Spiffing Brit made this challenge, let's cancel that. He meant for the Germans to attack me and not for me to rush them, Zerg style. Now we're going to impose an additional rule on ourselves. We are not allowed to attack the Germans before they finish justifying their war goal on us. So we have a year and a bit to prepare. I'm essentially going to do the same with our forces, but without the rush element this time. We only have 40-something days until they have a war goal on me. Let's do that, deploy some more units, assign them where they're supposed to be, and hope they attack me when they're supposed to, and if not, well, then we will. We can cover every single province on our mutual border, and they can't. Maybe that will be sufficient. They do have the war goal ready, they might attack me at any moment. They're inviting me to their faction again. Actually, that might be a great choice, you know, if I just accepted it now. Yes, we do. I am going to accept their invitation, stop the orders, so my troops don't go into their territory. Now I can wait a month, so they will vacate the border, and then I can rush in again. Time to betray them. Leave faction, activate orders, declare war. That's the thing, they're the same ideology as us, so inviting us to a faction was actually in their best interest. Now they will soon bring their troops back to the border, but all the land we can take in the meantime, well, we'll take in the meantime. Let's see, are they even guarding anything? Not really, no. He's not here. I wonder if Berlin is guarded. Just in case it isn't. Yeah, the game is running slowly now because, you know, it has to simulate quite a lot of things. See, the Germans have organized a defense, and that might be enough to stop us, because the Germans this time had much more time to actually prepare their forces, and as you can see, our troops are having trouble getting through their defensive line. In Asia, however, they seem to have no trouble whatsoever. We are actually losing ground, so the Germans seem to have prepared sufficiently. Yeah, by that time in the last video I have been in Germany, and now we are being pushed back on all fronts. So yeah, this pretty much doesn't work. I mean, yes, I could do it better. I could set up a proper defense and, you know, better units, produce some artillery, and so on and so forth. But we already had a winning strategy, now I'm just testing if another will do it, and this one clearly won't. I had one more idea, so let's assume this is a failure, because this clearly will be a failure. I mean, I could probably turn this around if I started including artillery, made larger units, gave them more proper generals, and so on, but we did not need to do that last time, so that seems redundant. And there it is. We have been defeated by the Germans, and they have released Xinjiang for some reason. Okay. Anyway, that is it. This method doesn't work. Clearly, we have to rush them at our earliest convenience, but I have one third idea. Time for my third and final attempt. This time we're going to utilize politics and a surprise attack. We need to join the Axis, even though they are preparing to attack us. But they did offer last time, so yeah. First though, let's train tons of troops. Deploy them close to Germany. I can ask to join. What we do want to do is join the faction. Now that we have done that, we need to release a country. Something that will be fascist and will join the Axis. I'm not releasing it as a puppet, so I'm not sure if the game changes the ideology to fit mine or not. Let's try Taureor. Let's see if it's going to be our ideology or not. Okay, Taureor is communist. Okay. So we need to release something that was fascist before. That will be Menkuko, I think. Not as a puppet. Are you fascist? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Now, the intention is for them to join the Axis. We need someone who is not Germany and is in the Axis. Ah, see? Menkuko joined Axis. What we're going to need to do now is get a war goal on Menkuko. For that purpose, I need to temporarily leave the Axis. I can rejoin whenever I want to. That is our intention. And I am going to justify a war goal on Menkuko. In the meantime, let's keep deploying units. And our justification is ready. Okay, now it is time to execute the dreaded Order 66. A strategy so evil that it is only fair it's based on the Star Wars prequels. How do we do that? Well, we do have our war goal, and it's going to be valid for 2 months. So what we need to do is rejoin the faction. We need to secure the area we're interested in, and that is all of Germany's core territory. Each and every victory point garrisoned. Yeah, that might be sufficient. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. The play here is select this army, slow the game down, leave the Axis, and immediately declare war on their ally. Now, these guys will become exiled unless I can secure military access from Germany, although I don't think I can. These guys got exiled and they're returning home, but we can prevent that by halting them, and they'll just stay where they are. So what we're going to do is just spam the hold command while the game is running until Germany joins the war and gets conquered, hopefully. Yes, I'm pressing H all the time to hold them as soon as they decide to do something. I don't think they will join until all of our borders are completely secure. I suppose I could release more puppets. That would secure the borders faster. Like, release Russia as a puppet. Yep, that's it. No, they have not fixed the response to this strategy. How far are you from capitulation? Not far at all. We only need Berlin. Yeah, probably if I secured the territories between them, it might be enough for us to achieve victory. I was a bit lazy. I could have deployed them in more locations and just everywhere in between as well. Painted a few orders, not too many. Let's execute them all and see what happens. I was a bit sloppy in the execution of this plan, but I have already succeeded in the challenge. I'm just checking what works and what doesn't. Okay, we've connected territories here. Good, they're gonna get supplies now, because there's bound to be a port or two in the area that we have secured. So yeah, I was a bit too sloppy in the execution of this plan, but it would have worked if I stationed my troops in each and every single province, everywhere in between. Then, even though we wouldn't take Berlin or Germania immediately, we would have troops all around it, and then we could, attack and take it. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, and I'm just, testing stuff out since we already succeeded on the first try, but I believe this would actually have worked if I did it properly. First, distributed my troops everywhere around here, and second, released Russia earlier, so the Germans wouldn't worry about an unprotected border, and they would have joined the war earlier. My guys would not have suffered so much attrition. Now, I could try this again, but we did agree to only 3 attempts, and that was my attempt number 3. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. I did my 3 attempts, and to reiterate, this challenge was prepared by the Spiffing Brit. You will find a link to his channel in the description, and I will be posting my challenge for him quite soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you liked, disliked about it, as well as suggest any challenges you would like to see me do on the channel. In the description you'll find links to the Spiffing Brit's channel, to my Patreon if you would like to tip me, and to a playlist that contains all my Hearts of Iron 4 challenges. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.